Hi, welcome to this video. Today, as you saw in the title, I'm going to try to see, oh my goodness, that fell on a cat as well. I'm gonna see how many items of mine that I can alter from my alter pile. I have quite a bit here. There are more, but those ones, honestly, I don't even know where to start with them, so we're not gonna look at that. These are things that I've been putting off for months, so hopefully if I commit a day to it, I can really get it done. We're gonna start, let me put this down. We're gonna start with this beautiful skirt. I thrifted it. It is silk, scoured and mordanted. Oh my goodness. So I've mordanted and scoured it in the opposite order. And I'm going to attempt to over dye it with a yellow to give it a greenish tint. I don't know if this is gonna work out, but I'm hopeful. We're gonna start off easy. This is actually not my bag, it's my friend's bag, but it's starting to get holes in it. So there's one hole here where the seam is, and then there's another one that's like about to start right here. So I'm just gonna basically repair that. I have some matching thread. It's not perfect, but it's gonna do. It's this kind of turquoise. I'm basically just gonna run the machine this way, stitch it this way, which I know might seem odd, but I think that'll actually be a more secure way of kind of holding it together. We'll see. I've seen people do that for like jeans and stuff, and I actually think that this is gonna be good for this type of fabric, but we will see what comes of. Of course, I immediately got the handle stuck in there as well. Not my best move. Okay, I'm gonna spend some time undoing the handle that I got cut in there because that's so stupid. Why would I do that? It's okay, it's okay. We live and we learn, but it's coming along well. I actually think that this technique is good. I think it's some sort of darning technique, but yeah, I think it works well for what it is. But I will be back once I finish at least one side and undo the handle that I got stuck in there. Here's the first mend. Pretty good, but it looks pretty, like, you can definitely see it, obviously, but I think it'll be a lot stronger. So now I'm just gonna do the same to this one right here. It's not fully teared yet, but it definitely will the next time my friend uses it. So I might as well just do that now, preventatively. I don't think there's any other ones that are kind of close to doing that. So we'll do this. Second one done. So the bag is all good. Yay! One done. Next one I want to do is my skirt. This skirt. Basically what I want to do is just shorten it. I need to see how much I want to bring it up. It's really easy because I literally think there's no shaping whatsoever. Like, it's basically just a rectangle. I'm just going to take the elastic out and then cut the top off. Probably do a little hem at the top, stick the elastic in, and we'll be good to go. It's going to be so easy. It's going to be so easy. I've got my seam ripper to seam rip the elastic out. We've fully unpicked We're good. That was so quick. I think, did I try this on a long time ago and was like, this is kind of where I want it to be at? Yeah. Do I remember where that was? No. Am I gonna try it on now? No. I think I'm just gonna, yep, we're just gonna go for it. Okay. I think that's good. I'm gonna secure the side seams real quick, so I'll just go over that with like a straight stitch, and then I'm just gonna sew the elastic in with a zigzag stitch and I'll be good to go. I've also changed the thread so it's something that matches a little more. I've pinned it in 4 spots. I'm a little nervous. Hopefully this works. Because I also have to hem it at the same time, so I don't know about this. Should I iron? Yes, yes I should. Okay, so it's not perfect, but I feel like it can still work. Hopefully. Anyways, I'm gonna go eat lunch because I'm starting to shake, which is never a good sign. And I'll be back energized and ready to go. Back from lunch, which is great. I'm gonna do these 3 next. As you can probably see in the try-on clips, they literally just need back darts. So I just need to take them in the back. So I'm gonna put them on inside out. I'm going to put little pins where I think they are, and then I'm just gonna sew them up. I've just been putting it off. I think the whole point of this video is essentially, these are all projects that have been sitting over here that I've just been putting off, because I'm like, oh, it'll be so quick and easy, but then you don't do it. And then I haven't been able to wear, like this shirt, for example, which is already inside out. I love this shirt. It's great. It's a cotton silk blend, but I haven't been wearing it because it doesn't really fit me great. And every time I put it on, I'm like, well, I should really just take it in, but then I don't. So we're fixing that. I've put one, and then I'm gonna kind of fix it as I go. I have a zipper in this one, so I can do a little more tight stuff. Trying to get this off inside out with a zipper is challenging. Yeah, as you can see, I had front darts on, but I did not really give the back the same treatment. I'm wondering if I should do 2. I have these little clips. They're just off Amazon, but I've had them for ages, and they're pretty useful sometimes. So the struggle is so real. Okay, trying to do these both. What I actually think I'm gonna do is put one, and then I'll measure, and then I'll split it into 2. Okay, I feel like it's barely holding on, but there it is. Oh, I also forgot to mention that for like this one and the one before, I actually made them myself out of thrifted materials, which I definitely feel like that adds to like why they fit the way they do. I'm also gonna do a double back dart here. I think this will be easier. Okay, this one. And again, you'll see, but I'm gonna adjust this once I actually take it off me. Here they are. This is kind of the situation for now. I have a tape measure and some pins. Oh, let's hope I didn't undo something. That would be quite sad. So I'm basically, oh, it's a knot. Okay, I'm gonna measure. So I've got to take in about 12 centimeters here. From the entire back is 36. So say I'll do from 8. This is not perfect, by the way. Like, it's literally just like me feeling out where I want to put stuff and kind of just hoping and praying it works itself out. Okay, and then I kind of have to figure out how to go back in, because that's like a really big dart, low-key. Your darts are not supposed to be this big. Just a PSA. Maybe I should take some in here. I don't really want to. So these are not perfect alterations. They're simply the alterations that I can be bothered to do. Okay, I will try this on as well, just so we're not like, it's not just crazy looking, to make sure. It's about 8 centimeters, so 4 on each side. Just tried all 3 of them on. These 2 perfectly fine, they were good. This one I definitely made a mistake when I was measuring it out. I'm sure I'll realize when I'm editing it. But anyways, I had to do a lot of adjustments, like go on the floor, redo the pins, take my shirt off, put it on, be like, okay, no, this doesn't fit, go back, whatever. It's good now. And then I'm just gonna sew it all together. Like, it's literally that easy. This is gonna have taken me maybe 30 minutes, not even. And I've been putting it off 4 months. So this is your sign to go alter your clothes so that they fit you better. Oh, fuck. Oh, of course. I always forget. That's one thing. If I'm gonna do one thing, it's forget to change my stitch. Yes. That's so funny. Okay. For real this time. Okay, this is the one I'm a little nervous for, just because it's a thicker material, but we believe and we persevere. I think we're getting there, hopefully. There we go. The setup is that I'm on the floor. I have my Swift here. This is one off of Etsy that I got last Christmas as a gift, very kindly, from my mother. I'm gonna just start with this one here since I have it. Is this the end? What end was I working from? Editing Zoe here to let you know, or to explain what exactly was happening, because I realized I gave like no context whatsoever. I was just like, let me just unravel these tops. Basically these are 2 tops that I haven't worn that are like ill-fitting, and I was just like, I just want to frog them and have the yarn. So that's what I'm doing here. Anyways, I have one of the straps and I'm just gonna fully undo it, even though it's like a big knot. Yeah, I'm a little nervous about how this is gonna come apart because of the stitch pattern I used, which I don't even know what that stitch pattern is called. Time for the second one. Whoop. It goes so quick, so it's kind of nice. I don't spend a ton of time once it's actually going. And now we're gonna do the green. Oh, we're gonna try to do the green. Okay, all done. I've basically taken everything apart. I just have one little strap left, which you can see. So this is that pink and green cami, and then this was that color changing one. So the 2 straps are 2 separate little balls of yarn. I have all of this for this one. I don't know what I'm gonna make with it yet, but I'm happy to have the yarn, and at least that's done. It was a little tricky, but it was doable, and I'm glad, especially with the, I have to say, the Swift helps a ton. It makes it a lot easier, as you saw, but nonetheless, I'm happy I took it all apart. I really don't have a lot of projects left. I'm kind of flying through all of this, which is very exciting. little bit of steam there, but I'm back. So as you just saw, I pretty much just put the skirt in, left it until the water reached about 60 degrees, and now I'm gonna let it sit overnight. So we'll check back in the morning for that and then dry it. Otherwise, this is the next thing that I'm going to attempt. This is less of an alter and more of an actual thrift flip. So I actually thrifted this in the summer, and my original plan was to make it into like a summery top, and I never got around to it. But I'm gonna do it now, and so I still am going to make it into a summer top, even though I was like briefly considering doing something else. I was like, no, we're gonna stick with the original plan. And so what I'm thinking, very basic, we're not doing anything crazy. I'm just gonna do a one shoulder kind of top situation, and I'm going to keep the original hem at the bottom because that'll simplify my life. So I think I'm just gonna kind of measure how, like, I think this being like the bust line. So I'm gonna put a pin here because this is where I would want the bust to be. And yeah, the strap, I think I'm gonna do the shoulder here. This kind of looks insane, and I also don't know if I'm gonna be able to actually take this off. We're back on the floor with my measuring tape and my scissors. How I'm gonna go about this is I'm basically gonna measure. Also, be proud of me, I managed to get it off without like majorly messing up, which is pretty impressive, I think, in my opinion. I'm gonna reposition them to the correct placement that I want them to have. Kind of have, you can, I don't know if you can super see that. So I'm gonna cut here, 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 oh, here, start curving upwards, hit the mark here, my shoulder seam. I think I'm gonna do about, okay, I'm gonna do a little over 10. Off we go with the fabric scissors. Also, yeah, if you're wondering, this top is 100% cotton and it's Evan Picone. If you're about to tell me that's a designer brand, it's too late. All of this leftover, I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do with it yet, but best believe I'll figure something out. Now we have our weird monstrosity situation. What I'm gonna do first and foremost, turn it inside out. Change the needle to a jersey needle just because I had it, and I'm gonna get going. Let's try this on and see what we got. Here's where we're at right now. It's, yeah, so this definitely needs to come down a little. I'm thinking to like here, and then I'm gonna cut in to it a little bit. I think I'm actually gonna take it in just a little bit here. And what I was thinking about doing this, but now I'm actually gonna do it, is I'm gonna sew in, when I do the hem, I'm gonna sew in elastic all along this seam. Update, this is where we're at. I've just been kind of futzing around with it. So I've taken in some on the side. I think I'm just gonna straighten it out, I'm just gonna straighten it out a little more. So I'm gonna probably take in a little more from this side. I cut a little more into the shoulder, but I'm gonna need to take up the shoulder a little, so just a little tighter. I feel like I finally have it to the fit that I want. Like, everything is making sense. So I'm gonna do elastic around all the hems around here, and I think it'll be good. I'm excited. My trick is I pull a little on the elastic, but I make sure to not pull on the actual fabric of the shirt. That way you don't have that kind of puckering. biggest challenge in this video, which is this dress. I don't even know what I'm gonna attempt. I think I'm gonna try to do some like seams here, almost like corset style. I'm gonna do darts in the back as well. So darts in the front, darts in the back. And then we're gonna go from there. Also, this fabric was never meant to be clothes. Or if it was like, it very much is upholstery. Okay. So maybe what I'm gonna start by doing is taking some in from the sides. Oh, it looks wacky. Oh no. I don't know. I don't know if this is better or worse. Oh my god, I also can't see. I'm gonna check in the mirror. Once again, I come to you dressed in this stupid dress. The fit is not so terrible. At least I have space in the arm. I'm never gonna wear this. I'm actually never gonna wear this. So why am I doing this? Do I give up? Maybe I just give up and that's okay. This is just one that was not meant to be. I might give up. I've tried and I've not been successful. And it's honestly, I'm giving up. I'm giving up and that's okay. I think it's important to know when to give up. Sorry guys. I feel kind of guilty that I did just give up on that project. So I'm going to offer you 2 other projects, repair projects that I've been kind of meaning to do that I'll include in this video. So, and I'll do on the same day. So, you know, I feel like that makes up for it. There are 2 knitwear pieces. This one I did not make. It's actually my mom's old sweater that she gave to me and that I used to kind of sleep in. So you might have seen it when I'm like, I'm still in my pajamas. But a couple weeks ago when I was trying to take it off, half asleep, I tore a hole in it. So I'm going to visibly mend it. If you know what that is or don't, it's a technique. I'll put some pictures up. I first saw this on knitwear from, I think it's like Creative Visible Men's is the name of the account. I'll link it down below, plus put it up here. I actually have their book. I'll get it for you. It's this one right here, Visible Creative Mending for Knitwear. I think it's linked through their website. It's really great. There's a lot of like, they have a ton of projects they go through. They have a ton of techniques. This is how I first kind of started doing it. And so I'm gonna do that for this little hole over here. And I'm gonna use this Thrifted, I don't know if this is mending wool, what exactly this is, but I use it for a lot of my mending projects. Next, I have another hole in a sweater. This time it's here. It was kind of like a silk rag yarn that I had made over the summer, and one of the strands broke. Whoops. And so I'm going to just kind of fix it up. I don't have a lot of the original yarn left. This is it. So I also have some brown that I don't actually use in this project, so I don't know if we'll use that, or maybe I'll use some pink. This is called like tapestry wool, also thrifted. So we'll see what I do for this one. Maybe I'll start with this one because I think this one's gonna be pretty easy. So maybe I'll do a little cheating and just do this one first. I just kind of made a knot. I'm not even gonna lie. It's a little bit of a mess. You can still kind of see the hole. However, everything is secure, I think. I hope. These are the 3 blues that I have. I think I'm gonna go with these 2. The like slightly darker ones. And it's weird. I don't know what this is. Again, I thrifted this. So you just separate like one long strand, basically. They're all like pre-cut to a certain measurement and you separate like one of them. I'm taking a tapestry needle and I think I'm going to double it up just compared to the weight of the yarn here. Here is what we have so far. So I've gone in one direction. Now I'm gonna go in the other direction with the other yarn. George! My cat is trying to eat the yarn. George! Stop! The mend is finished. I'll show you a better video in the light, but I'm happy. Another thing off the checklist that I've been meaning to do. I think that's everything for now. I will definitely do a better intro tomorrow with all my items. It's like, what time is it? It's like 9 o'clock. So pretty productive, I think. It's all done. This is, I've been putting all the items in here. So it's been a couple days. I'm not gonna lie. So I let this sit for more than an overnight. That being said, I have taken a peek, I think, the day after. And, oh wait, actually, maybe it did work a little. I don't think it did. No, I don't think it did. I think I'm trying to be optimistic. Yeah, I think this was a bit of a fail as well. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna rinse it off and all that, and I'm gonna dump this out. You know what? It happens. Like, it's not always guaranteed. These have been sitting in my fridge for 2 months maybe, so it's really not that fault. I just like kept putting it off, so it's totally on me. But, you know, don't procrastinate. I probably should have put them in my freezer, to be completely honest. Bag full of things that I altered. Not bad for a day's work. It's a couple days later. As you might have seen when I took out the skirt, it was a failure, unfortunately. Good intentions did not work out. So yeah, it's okay. One failure and then one giving up. I don't think that's too bad. I'm going to probably, what I'm gonna do is I'm planning on dyeing other things navy blue next week, and I think I'll probably throw this in with that, and maybe it'll work, and maybe it won't. I think it would though. I really don't love this color. I don't know why. I love this skirt. I love that it's silk. I just do not like this color. So that's my gripe with that. Otherwise though, I think I'm pretty happy with everything that I've altered. I think everything fits a lot better, which was kind of the issue. And then I also just have some yarn to work with, which I know maybe that's not super satisfying for people, but for me, I've been just like, I was not wearing them and they were taking up space in my wardrobe. So I'm glad to have some yarn out of it as well. Easily my favorite one is like this. I think it's really cute. I also really like the skirt, even though I probably should have ironed the seam before sewing in the elastic, but when it's stretched out, I feel like you can't tell that much. So I'm pretty happy with that. Honestly, I'm just glad that like these 3, like just sizing got adjusted. It needed to happen so badly. You have no idea. Hopefully this can serve as a little bit of motivation for you to go through your alter pile. It doesn't need to be super exciting. Like, it literally sometimes is just taking in the back of shirts. And you know what? That's okay. That's how it is. But yeah, thank you for watching, and hopefully you'll be back around. God. And I'll see you maybe in the next one.